So here are the ratings for what did you watch last weekend on TV? So we just talked to you. The NHL had 4.4 million viewers, highest viewers for a hockey game since 2019, which was a Stanley Cup final. So think about that. Think about what they might do. What did you watch this weekend in the NBA? The NBA All-Star Festival on Saturday, the honors program and the three-point shooting, blah, 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 drew 3.4 million. All-time low. NBA All-Star Game on Sunday, the tournament that you like, first team to 40 wins and all that, they drew 4.7 million. Second lowest all-time All-Star ratings. Highest All-Star rating was 13.1 million back in 2001, down to 4.7 million this past Sunday. NBA's just got a monster problem. Good old boys, NASCAR, 7-hour broadcast, rain delays and all that, and then all the wrecks at the end. There's a lot of people had nothing else to do on Sunday. They sat through like this dummy did and watched a lot of the 7 hours of the NASCAR telecast from Daytona. 6.7 million over 7 hours. The world could have ended out there, but they're watching good old boys fighting and wrecking. 3 crashes in the last 9 laps. 6.7 million. PGA golf. This comes on the heels of Adam Scott's public comment. Adam Scott is part of the negotiating committee. There are still a lot of bad feelings out here about those guys who left and took the money. The Dustin Johnsons and the Phil Mickelsons and the Bryson DeChambeaus. That came a day after Rory McIlroy said out here at Torrey Pines, Rory McIlroy of the opinion, let it go, let's move forward, let's fix this game. Scotty Scheffler's only comment after a very impressive week at Torrey Pines, let's just play together, let's get this solved. Well, anyhow, on Sunday, final round, Phoenix Open, Scottsdale, 2.8 million. Final round, first tournament of the year at Riyadh, LIV, 52,000.
What?
PGA had 2.8 million. LIV had 52,000 viewers for the first on Sundays of the pro golf season. So, John, go ahead. What the hell did you watch on Saturday?
I tried to watch the Daytona 500, but all those delays, I got sidetracked. I ended up watching Mountain West basketball. But this is sort of a little bit of a lull right now nationally with we no longer get to watch football anymore.
Right.
But it's interesting that, roughly speaking, around 5-6 million is that the NHL is rising up to that and they're happy. And the NBA is lowering themselves to that level.
I think the correct verb is crashing.
Yeah. The NBA product is not as interesting to watch anymore. But
still, and there are a lot of rednecks out there, huh? 6.7 million.
Well, hell yeah. I mean, it was really good. When I was watching the pre-race festivities, I was excited to watch that race, and it just the rain delay screwed me up. But the NFL still gets what, like 25, 30 million a week, and then on the Super Bowl, like 50 or 60, right?
Super Bowl's 133 mil.
133.
Yes, that's the exception. That's the event.
Right.
So, but that's not weekly.
Now, but people cutting their cords, that's got to be making an impact here.
Mm-hmm. Are you really upset that the golf that you watch, nobody else watched? You're a big LIV fan? You're not telling me you have an LIV tattoo, are you?
Oh, by the way, this is another thing I think we need to straighten out. I think it's LIV.
I know, but
not LI. But you always say LIV.
I don't even know what LIV stands for.
It's got to be like some Arabic
something in Saudi language.
Yes, it's got to be something like that.
So you're going to hold it against me that I don't give a damn about what it's called?
I mean, I will watch the majors in golf. I will watch tournaments at Torrey Pines, and then every once in a while, like if it's an interesting one, I'll pay attention. Especially if I see the leaderboard. Remember when Tiger Woods was making a run? You go switch over to NBC to watch that. But I don't really pay much attention to LIV Golf, and I know I watch those players on the
PGA Tour,
on the tour, and for all of the the majors. So just the whole LIV Golf thing is just sort of a mystery. In fact, even on my social media feed, I'm getting more content for that electronic video game golf than I am for LIV Golf.
A lot of people like cheap junk.
It's weird. I mean, everything about it is weird.
So I don't know how this can go on like this, how they can't solve this, how they can't get a merger between these two sides when both these sides are just suffering. This thing is unsustainable. Rory McIlroy hit it right on the nose a week ago. out of Torrey Pines. He said, the way this thing is being operated is unsustainable financially.
Yeah.
You can't live when PGA has lost 37% of its TV viewership on a week-by-week basis, and LIV golf, LIV golf, Saudi blood money golf, nobody's watching. I mean, think about that. All the money they're paying all those players, and they had 52,000 viewers. That's just atrocious. How can that just go on and on and on?
It's weird. I mean, I don't get it. I'm going to jump the gun a little bit here on Fans Forum before we go there, but because this is topical. And John Hopkins says the LIV is for the Roman numerals that make 54, the number of holes they play.
Oh, very good description. John didn't cut class that one day, and he did go to class in 54 holes. That doesn't make any damn sense either.
So then maybe LIV is the correct way to say it, since it's an acronym, or well, it's Roman numerals.
Way to go, John. Thank you very much. You can co-host this when John gets suspended. Okay, so we got